with the computer. It took me out. I didn't even realize that it took me out until I got back from doing some stuff. I came back a few hours ago and I'm like, fuck. About 3 minutes into the video took me out. So I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna have to look at the computer, see what's going on. But I'm not gonna gamble, and I don't have time right now to look at that stuff or even gamble and doing it again. 20-30 minute video with the chances of once again not going through. So I'm just gonna do it on my phone. Anyway, so yeah, sports show. Again, I'm not gonna do these on tomorrow because of Thanksgiving. I'll be back on Friday for this. But I'll do my weekly hangout though. Um, but yeah, hopefully by then the computer's working. By freaking Friday and everything's set, we can go back to the computer. We can just do it here. I don't really care. At this point, I'm just using that shit just because I have it. I don't really care about all that shit, honestly, at this point. Anyways, so Lamar Jackson is hurt now. We do get a little bit of more news now, I guess. It's been like fucking 3 hours than usual. Anyways, he's got a hip injury. He missed practice today due to a hip injury. Jamin Hainsley says this isn't the first time Lamar Jackson has been listed as the injury report with a hip injury. Jackson was limited for one practice 5 weeks ago, but he played against the Browns. John Harbaugh said he expects Jackson to play Sunday despite sitting out Wednesday. Yeah, I think there's a good chance he plays, even though he's dealing with a damn hip injury. Rams defensive lineman A'Shawn Robinson tore his meniscus and will be out for the season. Damn, another fucking injury for the Rams. Another quarterback change. Rams head coach Sean McVay has ruled out quarterback Matthew Stafford for Sunday's game versus Chiefs due to what the team believes is a strained neck. So they said it was a concussion. Now it's a strained neck. Okay. And with the Matthew Stafford out, Rams quarterback Bryce Perkins is now will get the Bryce Perkins. They're gonna go with the third string quarterback, Bryce Perkins. Jesus Christ, third string quarterback for the Rams. Wow. Jaguars claim Darrell Henderson off waivers. So former Rams Darrell Henderson going to the fucking Jaguars. Robert Saleh said he told Mike White the news he was starting yesterday. Okay. And then breaking news, 7 Michigan State football players are being charged with one facing a felony charge for the assault on the 2 Michigan players in the Cherno after the 2 teams played October 29. The Washington Country Prosecution Office announced. Yeah, they got into a freaking fight, I guess. The Michigan State players and the Michigan players after the game. They might have to go to jail. Jesus Christ. Patriots defensive back Marcus Jones, who had game-winning punt return Sunday versus the Jets, is listed as questionable for Thursday night versus the Vikings due to an ankle injury. Damn. And then they're saying that the freaking Justin Fields says it's a separated shoulder, pretty much an AC joint, but also there's some torn ligaments in that shoulder. So there have been some talks that maybe Chicago might just shut down Justin Fields for the season. They got rid of all the way back in March. They got rid of Khalil Mack. Then in the last few months, they got rid of guys like Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith. So they're tanking. So they're talk they might just fucking shut down Justin Fields for the season. But who knows? He might play. We'll see. Ravens designate safety Marcus Williams to return from injury reserve. So the Ravens get a safety back. Chiefs plays Kai Edwards-Helaire on injury reserve due to a high ankle sprain. Damn. So now Clyde Edwards-Helaire, fucking Nicole Hartman, and Juju Smith-Schuster are all out for the fucking Chiefs. Jesus Christ. Matt LaFleur says he expects Justin Fields to practice despite the torn ligaments and the AC joint sprain on his shoulder. So it looks like he's not going to shut him down at all, as Matt Eberflus. So like I said, breaking news during the team meeting minutes ago, Jets players are informed that Zach Wilson is not starting Sunday versus the Chicago Bears. Wilson, who had a 5-2 record as a starting quarterback this season with both losses coming versus the Pats, is being benched. And Robert Saleh has named Mike White the starting quarterback. A lot of people on Twitter were mad, man. They wanted Joe Flacco, the veteran, the Super Bowl winning quarterback, Joe Flacco, but instead they're going with Mike White. Okay, pretty interesting here, man. And then what about this one, man? Arizona Cardinals offensive line coach has been fired. Sean Klugard for touching a woman in Mexico in her privates. Jesus Christ, man. I beg you pardon. Sean Kluger looking for a shoulder workout, perhaps in Mexico. Now he's been fired. What a fat ass, too. So Sean Kluger fired for getting into women's private spots in Mexico. Wow. Arizona's offensive line coach. So newest rankings for college football. Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Michigan 3, TCU 4, LSU 5, USC 6, Alabama 7. So those are your top 5 teams in college football. Let's see here. So now they're saying that Dak Prescott has talked to Odell Beckham about going to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if he talked to him on the phone or he met him in person. But apparently a bunch of Cowboys players are really trying to recruit Odell Beckham to go to the Cowboys, man. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. For Melvin Gordon clear waivers, I believe he went to the Jaguars, right? Oh no, that was Henderson. I beg you pardon. Henderson's the one to the Jaguars. Melvin Gordon is still a free agent. Chargers officially made Cameron Dicker the new kicker. Plays Dustin Hopkins on injured reserve. The Panthers are now going with Sam Darnold, the third quarterback of the season. Started with Baker Mayfield, then went to PJ Walker, and now going to Sam Darnold or the fucking Patriots. Okay, I think that's it for NFL news. Let's go to the National Basketball Association, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Tatum will play tonight. Joe Masula says Tatum was questionable with an ankle injury, but he will be playing. And then they said the Lakers, Max Christie has cleared COVID protocols and is traveling to San Antonio to rejoin the team. Okay, so the Tatum is playing, and so is Max Christie from the Lakers. The Sixers are signing Saban Lee to a 2-way deal, sources tell ESPN. Okay, Mike Muscula will be revalidated in 2 weeks with a fractured left pinky. Damn, another injury, man. Let's see more news in the National Basketball Association. Clippers Kawhi Leonard has a right ankle sprain and will miss Wednesday's game. So Kawhi Leonard is hurt. Jesus Christ, man, he's hurt again. Kawhi Leonard. Jesus Christ, man. Kawhi Leonard is hurt, man. Let's go to the freaking let's look at some of these freaking scores, man, from the National Basketball Association from last night, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. So last night, man, we had a few upsets, man. We have the freaking Sixers upset the Brooklyn Nets. Went out neither fucking Joel Embiid and James Harden and Therese Maxey. None of them played, and they still upset, man. How embarrassing, man. Jesus Christ, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Kevin Durant scored 20 points. Royce O'Neal scored 11. Nick Claxton scored 12. Kyrie Irving scored 23. Simmons had a good game, 11, 11, and 7. Almost a triple-double for Ben Simmons. But the bench, outside of Seth Curry, the bench didn't do much. That was one of the problems, man. Outside of Seth Curry, the bench really struggled for the Brooklyn Nets, man. Philadelphia, man, PJ Tucker, 0 points. 0 for 6 for PJ Tucker. Jesus Christ, he stinks. Tobias Harris, 24 points. Freaking Montrezl Harrell, 6 points. Milton, 16 points. DeAnthony Milton, 22 points. George Niang, 16 points. Paul Reed, 19 points. Franka Korkmaz, 9 points. That was the difference, man. The Philly Sixers got a bunch of production from their bench. And freaking Paul Reed, George Niang, and freaking Frank Korkmaz, man. That was the difference. Their second unit really came to play tonight for the Sixers, man. and they get the freaking upset 115-106 over the freaking Brooklyn Nets, and was supposed to be Ben Simmons' coming home party. Pendejo face for the freaking Brooklyn Nets. And then what a game here we had, ladies and gentlemen, between the Lakers and the freaking Phoenix Suns, man. 115-105. But it was a back and forth game until the fourth quarter. I thought that's when Phoenix Suns really took over this ball game. Anthony Davis had a hell of a game, man. 37 points, 21 rebounds, man. He was fantastic. But the problem with the Lakers is that they fixed the Russell Westbrook problem. He's been really good off the bench, like tonight. He had freaking 21 points. But now the problem is they're not getting anything from the starting point guard, whether it's Patrick Beverley or Dennis Schroeder. They're not getting anything from the starting point guard. So now that's the problem, man. Crazy Mofo and I were talking about maybe Terry Rozier from the Charlotte Hornets. But yeah, the Lakers do have to look at now at the starting point guard situation, because Patrick Beverley took 2 shots, missed both of them. Dennis Schroeder took 6 shots, missed all of them. The Lakers really now need to address that point guard position, the starting point guard position. When LeBron comes back, you would hope maybe he can play the point guard and be the facilitator and keep all these guys in the rhythm. Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, Looney Walker, Russell Westbrook, obviously with the bench doing his thing. But LeBron James is trying to chase that scoring record. So I don't know if he's going to want to be a facilitator, man. He's going to want to score. He's still about 1,000 points away from breaking the record, man. But yeah, man, that's what the Lakers need, man. A freaking facilitator, a point guard that can also score occasionally, maybe like 10, 15 points. But yeah, like I said, Anthony Davis, 37 points, 21 rebounds. Patrick Beverley, 0 points. Troy Brown, 0 points. Austin Reeves, 11 points. Looney Walker, 24 points. Westbrook, 21 points. For the Phoenix Suns, Troy Gregg, 8 points. Mikal Bridges, 25 points. DeAndre Ayton, 14 points, 15 rebounds. Cameron Payne, 11 points. Devin Booker, 25 points. Donnie Washington, 15 points. Damian Lee, 9 points. Hell of a game, man. Nobody talks about freaking Mikal Bridges, man, because everybody's talking about freaking Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker. But that guy's a baller, man. I've been watching him since he was in Villanova. Mikal Bridges can flat out play basketball. He is a flat out basketball player. Nobody talks about him. And then we had that freaking little push there where Devin Booker hit Austin Reeves in the face, and then he was standing over him. And then also DeAndre Ayton came in and stand over him. Freaking Patrick Beverley came in and pushed him. That was a little bit embarrassing for DeAndre Ayton, man. Patrick Beverley's like 6'1", and DeAndre Ayton's like 7 feet tall. The fact that you get pushed down to the floor by Patrick Beverley, a little bit embarrassing if you ask me for DeAndre Ayton. They almost a bunch of shoving and pushing. The coaches had to come in and separate them. I thought maybe a fist was about to break loose, but it didn't. But yeah, man, that was crazy, man. The freaking Patrick Beverley pushing down the 7 foot tall DeAndre Ayton. Jesus Christ, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't believe that he was down on his ass. The 7 foot Ayton to a 6'1" Patrick Beverley, ladies and gentlemen. But good game, man. 115-105. The Suns winning, man. Also, we had the Detroit Pistons upset the Denver Nuggets. 110-108. Pendejo face for the Nuggets. And then we had the Sacramento Kings 113-109 over the Memphis Grizzlies. Sacramento Kings have won 7 in a row. I believe they sit in third place in the Western Conference. Let's look at the standings. Eastern Conference, Boston's number 1. Milwaukee's number 2. Cleveland's number 3. Indiana's number 4. Washington's number 5. Atlanta's number 6. Philadelphia's number 7. Toronto's number 8. New York's number 9. Brooklyn's number 10. If the playoffs would start right now, Chicago and Miami would be in Cancun. Philadelphia and Brooklyn would be in the play-in. Wow. Let's look at the Western Conference standings, shall we? We shall. What the fuck? I mean, anyways, Phoenix Suns are 1, Utah's 2, Sacramento's 3, Clippers are 4, New Orleans is 5, Portland is 6, Denver is 7, Dallas is 8, Memphis is 9, Minnesota is 10. If the playoffs started right now in the Western, Golden State and the Los Angeles Lakers would be in Cancun. Wow. And the Denver Nuggets, the Dallas Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Minnesota Timberwolves would all be in the play-in. Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe it. A lot of surprises, man. Who would have thought Sacramento and Utah would be top 3 teams in the Western, man? I can't believe that at all, ladies and gentlemen. I really cannot. But anyways, let's talk about the freaking let's talk about what the fuck is that? Oh, here we go. Let's talk about some Major League Baseball news here tonight on a Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about some Major League Baseball news here tonight on a Wednesday. Joely Rodriguez gets 1 year, $2 million to the Red Sox. Hey, congratulations, Joely. Attaboy, Joely. Anyways, how about this move, man? Angels love their freaking hitters. They get another one. Hunter Renfroe from the Milwaukee Brewers goes to the Los Angeles Angels in exchange for pitchers Jason Junk, Elvis Pargano, and Adam Samaras, all going to the Angels in exchange for Hunter Renfroe. Now the Brewers have got, the Los Angeles Angels have gotten Yeo Urachela from the Twins, and now Hunter Renfroe from the Milwaukee Brewers, man. At least they got that Anderson pitcher from the Dodgers. But they just love getting hitters, man. The frickin' Angels love getting hitters, man. That's about it. Obviously, we get all these rumors going around. Aaron Judge is meeting with San Francisco Giants, and that he could also meet with the Los Angeles Dodgers this week. A lot of rumors going down in Major League Baseball, but a lot of small pieces falling, but not the big dominoes like Jacob deGrom, Justin Verlander, Aaron Judge, Carlos Correa. All the shortstops. None of them are really falling right now. We're waiting for that big fish to fall. All right, let's talk some let's talk some wrestling, not just WWE. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Some WWE. Let's see here. So they're saying that Becky Lynch is going to be the 5th member for the War Games match for the with Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Nia James. They're saying the 5th member is going to be Becky Lynch. Although there are reports that Michelle McCool and Maurice are also expected to be at Survivor Series, but it's because they're going to be backstage because obviously Michelle McCool is married to The Undertaker, and they're scheduled to have an event for The Undertaker the next day in Boston. So that's why they're going to be there. And also the reason Maurice is going to be there is because she and her husband are expected to do something, like film something for the reality show Miss and Mrs. So that's why she will be there. But the expectation is that Becky Lynch will be the 5th member for the War Games match. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So they're saying Carl Anderson, even though he hasn't defended the never open weight championship from New Japan, they said he's still expected to perform some matches for New Japan despite going to the WWE. They're saying maybe in January he could be at Wrestle Kingdom and do some matches there. So that would be crazy because they're saying for the first time ever, because also Kenny Omega will wrestle Will Ospreay In that event, they're saying for the first time ever, an AEW wrestler, Kenny Omega, and a WWE wrestler, Carl Anderson, could be in the same arena and the same card for the first time ever. That would be crazy. But according to Carl Anderson, he says, I will continue to commit to New Japan and defend my never open weight championship despite being a member of the WWE. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. So apparently there was a pendejo moment. So I don't know. WWE said that they wanted to call the whole show they were calling Nia Yame. But then at the end, Bianca Belair called her Menchi. And then WWE website also changed her name from Nia Yame to Menchi. And everybody, what's going on? But supposedly it's only a nickname. Menchi means crazy in Korean. But her name will remain Nia Yame. So there was like miscommunication. I don't know, Bianca Belair called her Menchi instead of Nia Yame. So then WWE.com switched the name from Nia Yame to Menchi. But apparently it's been switched back to Nia Yame, and that will remain her name, Nia Yame. And Menchi will just be a nickname as it stands for crazy in Korean. So just a little bit of miscommunication there by WWE.com, pendejo face. Anyways, Damian Priest was offered to be on the Black Panther, apparently. I don't know if he has a little bit connections there with his friend Bad Bunny, right? But apparently he was offered. There were talks about Damian Priest being in the movie Black Panther. He would have been the second WWE superstar to appear on a Marvel movie. The other one being Batista appearing on Galaxy or something like that. So obviously did not come through, but maybe in the future Damian Priest would appear in one of these Marvel movies, ladies and gentlemen. And then some NXT stuff. So freaking the guy from Retribution, what's his name? He was in the tag team too with Marseille, who's now with Monshru as Mel Maximum Modulus. T-Bar has been repackaged, and now he's back to being Dominic Julak in NXT, and he appeared last night, and he attacked Carmelo Hayes. Booker T had a pendejo moment because he didn't know who he was. The other commentary was like, "Oh my God, it's Dominic Drulax," and then freaking Booker T was like, "Who?" Pendejo face. But yeah, so it looks like T-Bar is back to being Dominic Julak and NXT. Now they're saying they're probably gonna take the Dominic part away because you already have Dominic Mysterio. So they don't like doing that. The WWE does not like double two names. So they might just call him Drulak. They don't know yet, but they're saying they're probably gonna take the Dominic away because they already have Dominic Mysterio. And then also freaking Reggie has also been repackaged as a luchador named Scrypits. I don't know. This was teased for a bunch of weeks, video packages and stuff. And he debuted last night as like I said, a luchador named Scriptus. It turned out to be Reggie. Obviously, last time we saw Reggie, he was doing stuff with the 24/7 title, and I think he had like a romantic storyline with Dana Brooks, along with Kazuchika Tosawa having a romantic storyline with Tamina Snuka. But apparently he's been repackaged to being a luchador called Scriptus for NXT. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about done. I kind of like it better like this. I feel like I see you guys more face to face like this, right? More face to face with the fans. Then over there, I feel like I'm like miles away from you, the fans. Anyways, let's see here. I think we're done, ladies and gentlemen. I've been working hard, but my mama keeps telling me it's my bedtime, so I'm out like a light.